All right, guys, here we go again. So today I'm going to make chicken satay. I first had this dish whenever I went to a Christmas party, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So for starters, I have 4 chicken breasts, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice them longwise, and they're already clean. So I'm going to slice them just like so. You want to make sure they're kind of like rivets. And I try to take as much fat and gunk off as I can because it's not necessary for this dish. And I'm going to cook mine on skewers. You can cook this on the grill outside, or you can cook it in the inside on the grill, or you can cook it in a pan, and I'll show you how to cook it in a pan. So this is how you want your rivets to look. So that way, whenever we get ready to put it on a skewer, it will not be difficult. I think I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. Let's see here, just like so. Okay, so now that we have our rivets of chicken, I'm going to give it 2 teaspoons of red curry paste. Just 2 teaspoons. I'm going to also hit it with some sesame oil. Just about a teaspoon because I like sesame oil. I'm going to hit it with some curry powder. Not much. I'm going to say probably about a teaspoon of it. It's somewhere in there. I'm going to hit it with about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. And I do have low sodium. I'm also going to hit it with about a ½ teaspoon of ground ginger. This is what I'm using. Feel free to use fresh ginger if that's what you want. I just wanted the ground ginger. This is some granulated onion, and I'm just eyeballing this. This is some granulated garlic. And I'm also going to hit it with about 2 cloves of fresh garlic that I chopped earlier. And then I'm also going to hit it with a can of coconut milk. And now I marinate mine overnight, and so you can actually leave it in there for 30 minutes. You can marinate it for 30 minutes, whatever you have time for. I would say 30 minutes minimum, so that way you will get all those good flavors in there. And I'm gonna mix all this up. I don't know if I mentioned it. Oh, made a mess. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this satay chicken, I'm going to make it with a nice fancy peanut sauce. So I'm not sure how many skewers I'm going to need. Just give it about, that should be enough. That's probably more than enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some water over them, and I'm going to soak them so that way they don't burn. And put it over just like so. Probably enough water. And this is so that way you don't get all those burnt marks. If you're grilling these, make sure you soak them. I'm not sure about the stove. I just like to soak them just to err on the side of caution. All right, guys. So we're getting ready to start putting these bad boys on some skewers. I'm going to try to be fancy. Let's see. So this is what I'm going to do. Just like so. See, this is why I wanted rivets, so that way it can stick on there like that. I'm gonna do one more. And before I start cooking these babies, our chicken satay, I am going to make our peanut sauce. Because whenever you cook these, it's kind of like it goes by quick. So I would recommend that you cook your peanut sauce first, so that way whenever these are done, you can be ready to dunk and have some fun. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to fill the whole skewer up. I'm just feeling like the half stick up because of the type of pan that I have. So we getting ready to get it started on the peanut sauce. All right, guys, so for the sauce, I'm going to start out with about 7 ounces of coconut milk. So I'm gonna say probably about a half a can of coconut milk, because they usually come in 13.6 ounces. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of that curry paste that we use for the marinade. Then I'm going to add about a half teaspoon of red crushed chili flakes. Just a half teaspoon. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of ground ginger. Not much, just a little bit. I'm just going to hit it in there. Just because I like the flavor, the hint of ginger. So I'm going to say probably about a half teaspoon if you are using ginger. If you don't like ginger, don't use it. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of soy sauce. And I am measuring it and taste it as you go. So lastly, I'm going to add a tablespoon of fish sauce. And then you just want to make sure you cook it low and slow on medium. Oh, and lastly, I'm going to add in the juice of 1 lime. I forgot about that. And I'm just going to cook it low and slow. I lied to y'all earlier. It's supposed to be a tablespoon of brown sugar as well. So this is how your sauce should look. I tell you what, this right here is a game changer though, y'all. This is gonna be the bomb.com. For the chicken, I have a really large pan in circumference, so it's gonna take me a while to warm this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray my pan with some olive oil. And I just pretty much have this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start putting my skewers in. Even though they're on skewers, you don't want to overcrowd your pan because you want to give them a chance to cook until they get, like, you know, nicey. I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes on each side. All right, so it's been 2 minutes. I'm gonna flip our little chicken skewers over. If you have one of those flat grills, I'm sure it will be much better than this. I was just trying to cook a lot at one time. The next time, if I ever make this again on camera, I'm definitely going to use the grill outside. I just think it would be so much better. So I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. I'm going to say about 3 more minutes. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. So I'm plating this up. And what I'm doing is I'm just making some peanut sauce in my little serving dish. I always make a mess. These little things is too small. They know better. So I like to eat my chicken satay just like so. And this little stone keeps it hot. Ooh. So I pile mine up. And then what I do is I take the juice and I just pour it on there. And I like to take some cucumbers. This is how I really like to eat mine. Because cucumbers is just refreshing. If you don't like cucumbers, red onions works good with this. I don't know. I like it like that. So I'm going to put a couple of lime on here. See how I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to get it with my secret sauce. Y'all ready? Parsley! Literally, it's just parsley. It's just to make it look pretty. Alright, that's it, y'all. That is it. So I have a really good positive affirmation for you guys today. I want you to continue to love out loud, love yourselves, love each other. Matter of fact, let me let you see one of these up close and personal. Look at that. It's so juicy. Yes. Take a bite. I'm going to put that right there because when I'm ready to eat, I already got it done. So this says, you could have grown cold, but you grew courageous instead. You could have given up, but you kept on going. You could have seen obstacles, but you called them adventures. You could have called them weeds, but instead you called them wildflowers. You could have died a caterpillar, but you fought on to be a butterfly. You could have denied yourself goodness, but instead you chose to show yourself some self-love. You could have defined yourself by the dark days, but instead through them you realized your light. I love each and every one of you guys. Take care. Love yourselves. Love each other. And until next time, I love you guys.